Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back. Today we're going to have a look at one of the most widely recognized Bleach characters and listing 11 things that you probably didn't know about Rukia Kuchiki. And with that being said, let's hop right in. Number 1. Rukia enjoys climbing to very high places, and her favorite foods consist of rice dumplings, eggs, and cucumbers. Number 2. Rukia has an obsession for anything that's rabbit themed. There were times in the series where she'd make drawings of explanations that were typically rabbit themed. These drawings were pretty difficult to decipher. Well, for Ichigo at least. Number 3. In Bleach Chapter 302, Rukia was shown to be mistakenly holding the Senbon Zakura. Number 4. Before the series was named Bleach, originally it was called Snipe, and the main protagonist was Rukia. Instead of her having a Zanpakuto, she wielded an enormous double-edged scythe. Her hair also appeared to be lavender instead of black. This alternate form of Rukia appears in the movie Bleach Fade to Black. Number 5. Rukia was consistently voted the most popular female character in the series in the 4th Shonen Jump poll. She was also ranked the 2nd most popular character in Bleach. Number 6. A vast number of supplies that Rukia buys comes from the Urahara shop. One item she purchased was the rabbit-themed soul candy dispenser. These soul candy dispensers come in a variety of different shapes, and funny enough, the rabbit-themed dispenser happens to be the most popular. These dispensers possess artificial soul pills which can be consumed by bodies without a soul, such as a corpse or even inanimate objects. When the pill is consumed, it forces out the soul and allows for the artificial soul to take over. Number 7. Rukia's height is 4 feet 8.5 inches. My god, that is extremely short. And she weighs 73 pounds. Number 8. Rukia is voiced by Fumiko Orikasa in the Japanese subtitle. Fumiko also voices Satsuki Momoi in Kuroko no Basket, and Riza Hawkeye in Fullmetal Alchemist. Number 9. Long ago, Rukia and her sister Hisana were brought together after dying in the human world. Hisana soon realized that she was unable to care for a child and abandoned Rukia while she was still a baby. Later, Hisana married Byakuya and after spent every remaining day that she lived searching for Rukia while deeply regretting her decision for abandoning her. 5 years after Hisana's marriage, she acquired an illness, and while on her deathbed, she told Byakuya to search for Rukia, and soon after, she passed away. As time passed, Rukia grew up on her own until one day she met Renji and a group of his friends. 10 years after joining the group, Rukia proposed that her and Renji became Soul Reapers and lived in the Serete. Soon enough, they joined Shino Academy as they were gifted with spiritual powers. Although unlike Renji, Rukia had a far greater spiritual power and could exert large amounts of Ryatsu. 2 months after entering the academy, she eventually encountered Rukia Kuchiki, along with nobles in a meeting. Renji entered the room to tell Rukia that he passed an important exam. The nobles became disappointed by the interruption and left the room as they were eager to hear Rukia's decision. Eventually, Rukia went on to tell Renji that she'd be adopted into the noble Kuchiki clan, having her graduate immediately from the academy and being assigned to the 13th division. Number 10. The name of Rukia's Zanpakuto is Sodeno Shirayuki and is regarded as one of the most beautiful Zanpakuto in all of Soul Society. The Shikai command is dance. Rukia then holds her Zanpakuto out in front of her and turns it counterclockwise. During this event, the Zanpakuto guard becomes a hollow snowflake-like circle, and a long white ribbon forms at the pommel. The ability of this Shikai generally freezes. Sodeno Shirayuki can freeze enemies at a distance or can be used in a variety of ways, such as creating platforms of ice in mid-air. Now some of you may be thinking that this is all there is to Rukia's Shikai, but the true ability of it is to bring the body temperature of its wielder to a temperature below 0. The result of this allows the wielder to freeze anything that it touches. The Zanpakuto itself merely increases their reach. By having this power, Rukia has the capability of momentarily killing her body by controlling her Ryatsu, resulting in putting herself in a form of cryostasis. Rukia can also lower her body temperature at a point where the ground below her feet freezes instantly and causes earthquakes. In addition to this, she can also reduce her temperature to absolute 0, though she can only safely maintain this temperature for no more than 4 seconds. But of course, while having this unique Shikai, there's also a drawback. When rising her temperature from absolute 0, Rukia has to do so slowly or risk harming her own body. Number 11. In Bleach Chapter 570, Rukia revealed her Bankai, or otherwise known as Haka no Tagame. This Bankai changes Rukia's physical appearance drastically. When casted, her hair becomes white and her blade becomes ice. And just like other Bankai, Haka no Tagame has a unique ability. Haka no Tagame increases the area of Rukia's ability to reach temperatures of absolute 0. When this ability is released, a pillar of cold mist rises into the skies from where Rukia is and covers a wide vicinity. Anything within the area of mist is frozen, and once victims are frozen solid, they then crumble away in seconds. If physical contact is made with Rukia, this will cause people to begin freezing solid due to the cold and lethal temperatures. And similar to Rukia's Shikai, her Bankai also has a drawback. While she may possess a lethal Bankai, it's also pretty difficult, as the slightest mistake can instantly kill her. And with all that being said, that pretty much concludes it for this list of things that you may not have known about Rukia Kuchiki. If you enjoyed the video and you'd like to see more, feel free to stick around. I'll see you all next time in the Abyss.